Now, a wet and grey winter's day is the time many of us might be hankering after a bit of a golden glow. But at what cost an artificial tan? Well, a growing number of people are choosing to risk their health by injecting an unlicensed tanning drug called melatonin 2. And as our science reporter Asha Tanna has discovered, almost half of the users of needle exchange centres in England and Wales are there to inject image-enhancing drugs like this.
Well, at first I was really put off by it because, again, it's a needle, isn't it? But when you see it, it's so small, you know, it's literally like a hairline, and you just don't feel it, you really don't. If I pinched you, that would be worse than if I actually injected it.
Nicola Hill says she's not a drug user, but she regularly injects an unlicensed tanning product into herself when she wants that sun-kissed look.
This vial, it's like £20, and I could probably use it over a month. Again, you keep it refrigerated, so it's just up to you whenever you feel like you want to do it. It's like making a sandwich, just go in the kitchen and inject yourself.
Melanotan 2 is a synthetic hormone sold online. It's designed to stimulate the pigment cells in your body to produce more melanin, which gives you a tan. It's claimed that with one injection, your skin tone starts to change from the inside out, regardless of the season. Melanotan 2 is a drug that sounds too good to be true. It promises a year-round tan without the beach time. It increases your sex drive and suppresses your appetite. No wonder they call it the Barbie doll drug. Unlike tanning salons where users know what they're getting, this tanning injection, Melanotan 2, has raised huge concern in the medical world because it's one of many unlicensed drugs being sold in Europe. It's illegal to sell, but not illegal to buy over the internet, and it's cheap. No one knows exactly what goes into the product because there have been no clinical trials.
You are stimulating all pigment cells in your skin, which includes the pigment cells within moles. Now, we all know that if we have too much sun exposure on a mole, it's possible for that mole to turn cancerous. If you're stimulating it from inside by a hormone and you're making more pigment, in the long term there could be issues relating to precancerous changes.
Alia Johnson is in remission from skin cancer after too much sun tanning, but it didn't stop her from trying the drug. She ended up hospitalised and nearly died.
It was like a constant sickness, and my mum kept thinking that I had alcohol poisoning because she didn't know I was doing the tanning injections.
So you didn't tell anyone?
No, I didn't tell anyone because I thought, like, what I'm doing is kind of wrong if it's illegal. And I was already told off by my family because I had skin cancer from doing sunbeds, so I was still kind of like chasing, like wanting to be brown still.
She suffered an acute allergic reaction and bruising. Other side effects can range from hot spells and long term it could be extremely dangerous, but that hasn't deterred its users. Experts say there's been a tidal shift in the use of injectable drugs. There are no national figures on melanotan use or steroids and weight loss drugs. Statistics given to Channel 4 News from a national health and social care charity have revealed that from April last year until March 2012, 46% of users at needle exchanges in England and Wales were not using opiates like heroin. In Stockton, almost half of users are injecting image-enhancing drugs. Staff say melanotan is one of the most popular.
What sort of needle would a melanotan 2 user need?
They would need a 1 ml needle.
The UK medicines regulator says it's impossible to police the illicit global trade of online pharmaceuticals flooding the UK. Staff here say there's definitely been a cultural shift in the type of users accessing their needle exchanges in England and Wales.
Over the last 2 years, it's definitely the average of people who are using the exchange is increased.
And does that surprise you?
I was really surprised. But talking to clients, the clients, if you ask them a question, they would basically come back with an answer saying that, it's better than going on sunbeds. I've heard all of this about, the dangers of using sunbeds, etc., etc.
Cosmetic procedures have become commonplace, but doctors warn some people are so desperate to achieve a certain look, they're willing to turn a blind eye to the potential dangers.
Most of my friends, they're injecting themselves with things to enhance the way they look.
I am quite willing to try something, and if I've heard the majority of people, I'm going to go on ratio, just like it is with any form of drug that's introduced.
The use of injectable drugs could be a far bigger problem than estimated. With internet forums endorsing these products, experts fear this trend may start to snowball.